It's funny how like things that are like 20 years old, people are just like, oh, spoilers for a thing that's 20. But I found like the one piece of media that people like all respect to not spoil for you is Earthbound. No matter how old it is.
Earthbound?
Yeah.
So I've never played it.
I haven't finished it
because
yet.
a lot of people haven't. I guess because it is a little bit obscure, so people haven't played it.
But like I find it, everyone's just like, if you don't know the ending, I won't tell you, and like
Actually,
I find it really amazing.
There's one other one, The Usual Suspects, which I spoiled myself on by accident, and I felt like a big moron.
Chat, please don't spoil.
Undertale?
Oh yeah, Undertale is also another one, but Undertale's more recent though, so.
Yeah.
But like Earthbound it being a game that's now like, what, 25 years old or something?
Yeah, there's a certain point where there's a statute of limitations to me, but like I do feel like it is important not to spoil things for people, because I understand the desire to talk about something, particularly immediately after you've experienced. Like if you've seen a movie that just came out or something like that. But it's in doing so, you are taking away the ability for that other person to experience it as you did, which is what made it so amazing.
I generally always ask like, do you mind spoilers before I talk about a thing?
Yeah, that's a good way to do it.
So like, because some people are just like, oh my god, don't tell me, and some people are just like, I don't care.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating though on something like, say, Talking Simulator, when people complain about spoilers. It's like, we have to discuss these things.
Mm-hmm.
I remember,
like if you have tuned into the Talking Simulator for this specific game.
Or not even, like, we have to talk about everything. Like, we're playing Observer, and it's like, we have to talk about Blade Runner in order to contextualize this. And to do that, we have to talk about spoilers of Blade Runner.
Yeah, but you warn people, or at least you have when I watch Talking Simulator.
Yeah, it's like, I also, it gets aggravating, like, tripping over your own feet, having to, like, notify that you're about to, talk about something.
Enthusiastic spoiler consent.
Yeah. I actually, we had an idea for a show a long time ago that was going to be called like Spoiler Warning. And it was kind of like Talking Simulator actually. Like the idea was sort of doing a more in-depth analysis of a game, specifically a game like a little bit older game, so it wasn't like a review. But it was like looking at it in the context and stuff. A lot of similar Talking Simulator things. It would be pre-recorded and stuff. But the idea, but it was called Spoiler Warning, and the one of the concepts for it was that the intro of the show would be like, today we're going to be talking about this game. Yeah. And so just so you know, we're going to be talking about, and then just like in the intro, just be like this, and like actually dropping like 2 or 3 big huge spoilers in the intro of the show, and then being like, this is spoiler warning. Basically just sort of getting it out there, being like, the show is called Spoiler Warning. Yeah. Deal with it.
How much warning could you possibly get? Like, how much more warning could you possibly get, rather? Yeah, I don't know. I just found like, when you tune into things like Let's Plays and streams and stuff, I found that like, you can't get too mad at people for spoiling things if they're just kind of like casually chatting away, like
they're supposed to be exploring that thing, and they're gonna explore it.
And they're gonna like Alex had contextualize it against things that they've seen, or you know, so like
And I do feel like there's a statute of limitations on it, even if it's just like nebulously defined, like not a hard line.
And it's also different depending on it. With like, are you talking to your friends? Are you talking to a global audience?
Yeah. But there is a certain point where it's like, if something's been out for 30 years and you're talking about it in a deep analytical kind of way, and then somebody's like, spoilers. It's like, well, how much did you really care?
Yeah, you never
you still haven't seen it. It's been around forever.